to fix a bug that we couldn't fix yesterday. So let me just kind of recap where we are. Yeah. So we basically have a landing page that we built on Webflow, and we want that to be shown whenever you go to when you go to the main page. So if you go to, right now, if we go to getme.com, and we set this up with AWS CLI, then you get this beautiful landing page that we created in Webflow. We literally just downloaded these assets, and it's this HTML file here that we downloaded, plus it comes with the CSS images and the JavaScript static code. Okay, that's what you get when you download it from Webflow. Now I want to be able to show all these assets when we land here, which is done. It's great. Okay, but when I go to /login, I want to be able to then load in my React code. So basically, I want the React code to load when I go to login here, but the basic HTML, the naked HTML, to only load on the main page here. That way, if I click sign up, it'll take me to the login page, and then the React code will start loading. But I'm having trouble doing that with sort of this setup here. And the setup I have right now is I used create React app to create a React app, a basic React app, and then its basic configuration is that all the React code will be loaded at the root page, at this index page here, which I've replaced. And all of this is uploaded to Amazon's CLI. What is it called? Not CLI. Their Amplify console. Is that what it is? Yeah. So every time I upload changes to my GitHub, this GitHub is then connected to this AWS console. Excuse me. And it automatically gets built here, and it gets deployed to getme.com. Okay, so somewhere along the line, either through here, I need to have roots, so server-side roots, or I should have client-side roots kind of built into here. And I'm having trouble deciding which of the two and how to get this to work. The issue is that I think this is a serverless structure, so they don't have servers here in a sense. Or at least we don't have to worry about the servers, which is great for continuous development, making it easy to develop. But actually, for this specific thing that I'm trying to do, this unique customization I'm trying to do, we might need to actually have a server. And actually, maybe having a server will allow us to do this. That way you can define the routes. There was some, you are able to do rewrites and redirects. So I tried having a redirect using login here, and pointing it to like another HTML file that I just put into the public folder. So I had a login folder, and then and then within it, I had another login.html, which I just quickly wrote up and just said this is the login page. And when I would point to it, when I would redirect to this login, it would go to let's try and get there now /login. It will go to login.html, but then it will pull up, so it kind of loads this. It says it loads this. But the preview of this is actually the index file that's not in that folder. It's actually this file here. And I don't know why. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. And you see this blank page, which is not the page that I created. It's because it's trying to reference a bunch of the CSS and the images, but that they're in the wrong path. They're in the wrong relative path. So you're not getting that. So just take stock again. What we have is our landing page loaded here, which works perfectly. It's written in HTML. It's written on Webflow, and I don't want to be rewriting this in React. So this is not going to be a fun video recording. It's just going to basically be me sitting down and thinking through how to solve this issue. And I think one other way maybe is also to consider having separate builds. So here we have my app, and I think you can have a different build. So I wonder, let's see, what if I connect a different branch? Or had a different repository? That pointed to, so maybe one repository would be this landing page and another repository would be gitgetme.com/dashboard and /login. Full stack web or mobile. Install the Amplify CLI provision backend services. Okay. What does this deploy without a Git provider? How does this work? Okay, so it's Amazon S3. So actually, okay. Let me just create this for fun. Let's see. I need to create a new bucket. I wish there was a link to create a bucket. Let's see. Okay. Let me just go to S3. Okay, this will be get me. Okay, get. Huh? You can't have a dash? Oh, get me landing. Okay. Let's put in Singapore because that's where our other that's where our Amazon CLI deployment thing is. I don't know if I need to check any of these things. Okay. We want to allow public access to the result block. Yes, I want them to be public so that people can access them. Okay, create bucket. Okay, so we have this page here, and so maybe let's upload the zip file. Because over here is saying select the zip file that you need. So let me just drag it in here. Okay. Read, write, okay, and then we want to grant public access, yes. I think, maybe not. I wonder if this needs public access. Okay, it's uploading. Let's see if we can select the bucket yet. Get. Nope, not yet. Let's refresh this page. Okay, get me media production. Maybe it would be simpler if I just do a drag and drop actually. Yeah, here we go. Yes. Okay. Pull a zip from existing. Okay. Save and deploy. So let's see what happens when we deploy this. I think the critical thing is we need this app, because we now have two apps, this app to also share the same domain name. Wait. So maybe let me just Google this. AWS console, Amplify console, apps share domain. Okay. Here's this one. Share same domain. Yes, here we go. Okay. Or maybe it could be different subdomains, huh? Actually, that could be interesting. So instead of having the /login root, we can have a dashboard subdomain, dashboard.getme.com. Landing page, single page app, docs, yes, perfect. Okay, actually, this is what we want. It's great, but the Amplify UI doesn't support it for now. Let's see, this is in 2019. Okay, so they added support. Interesting, okay. Okay, so maybe it's possible. Actually, maybe I need to reconfigure my thinking. Deployment successfully completed. Let's refresh. Okay, great. So this page works. Yes, okay. Good. Let's go back to all apps, get me landing. And are we able to domain management? Here we go. Add domain. Okay, I wonder if I can add the same domain. It's getme.com. Is production. Okay. What does exclude root mean? Okay. It's already, okay, yes, it's already, so it's true. Okay, so how do I do this? Okay. Okay. I think we can do this. It's doable. Okay, let's switch this over to the auth. Domain management. So actually, let's manage the subdomains. So I want to configure subdomains. Your root domain, getme.com. So let's disable this first. Let's remove this. And let's add dashboard. Okay. It will be connected to the master. And so this repository, this branch will only be the dashboard one, and we'll have a separate one for login, which we'll call auth. Okay. What does this? What does this mean? Okay, maybe it's rebuilding. Okay, domain management. So getme.com. I wonder if it's still building. Maybe this won't go anywhere. Okay, good. This won't go anywhere. And if we go to dashboard.getme.com, still not going anywhere. Maybe it's still building. Okay. Why is it blue? It says I can click, but I don't know what it's clicking to. Maybe you should have to wait a little bit. Okay. Meanwhile, maybe while we wait, let's maybe we should rename this. I wonder if we can rename this. View app settings. Can we edit this? Yeah, here we go. Give me dashboard. Okay, great. Good, shows, okay. And then there should be the landing. And let's see if we can add our custom domain, getme.com. Okay, and we should go, yeah, production. I think this is just pointing to my S3. We don't want that redirect. Save, okay. Let's see if this lets me. Yes, okay, good. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, let's see what's happening. There's no dashboard. Okay, domain name management. It's working. Now, I wonder if it's because I need to add the Cname. So let's go to domains.google.com, and maybe I have to add the Cname there. DNS. So we have this www Cname. What should it point to? Here we go. Yes. Okay. Great. Let's pull this out. Google Domains. Okay. So let's add this dashboard, Cname, and it's going to point here. It's the same. ZTIJ at the end. It is. Okay. Let's see if they'll allow me. Yes. Okay. Good. Dashboard. If this works, then I need to also add auth. Okay. It says next 48 hours, but usually it's actually pretty quick. But maybe we'll just wait a little bit. In my other app, hopefully it's up to date now. Domain name management. It's still configuring. Okay, that's fine. And later, I think I'm not going to keep up this S3 bucket. I think I'm going to also connect it to another GitHub repository. And that way I can track the changes there. Okay. Let's see what the error message says. Error page. Why? If I do a curl request to let's see what it says. Can I resolve host? Yeah. Okay, so it's a DNS thing, I think. Name. Okay, so this is deployed, and the domain name dashboard actions. Let's see. Okay. VGNS record, dashboard Cname. I have that. Just double check. Dashboard Cname. It's the same CloudFront. Okay. It might just take a while. Okay, wait, hold on. Yes, here we go. Okay, good. So we're getting this, which is our repository, which means it works. Okay, good. So that means if I update my code here, do not include this, not include this stuff anymore, my Webflow stuff, then it should work. Okay, so let's take away this, and let's look at our app here. It connects to root. So let's just clear everything away here. We don't need this HTML. Let's take away all this header stuff for now. And let's take away this body. Okay. And just take away this class. And it's connected to where? Root. So the ID by root. So let's call this root. Okay. Manifest robot subtext. Modules app.test. Okay, service workers. Okay, I think this should be okay. So we removed landing page. If there's any issues with this, we can always go back to the previous commit. And I've figured out how to do that in the previous project, so that's helpful. Okay, so this is working, dashboard, and let's see if the other one is working, just getme.com. Not yet. Why? Let's go back to our console here. So let's go to this one here, dashboard, no, not dashboard, sorry, landing, and domain, please with domain page, okay, domain activation. Okay, error message. One or more aliases specified for the distribution, including the points to another cloud. Okay. Okay. Cool. So maybe let's update this. Actions. It is because they point to the same CloudFront address. And so let's just track what happens here. So with this DNS, if someone types in dashboard.getme.com, it points them to this address, and then this address then finds the dashboard website. And I wonder if it includes this and it parses this information when it goes through here. If we go to www, it also goes to CloudFront, the same address. And I wonder if this actually needs to be a different one. So maybe I need to look up Amplify console subdomain. There you go. Okay. Add subdomain. Okay. For domain, enter the name of the root domain. Multi-level. Okay. Choose app setting. Choose management as domain. What does this mean? Create something from the. Okay, no, we don't need this. Okay. So let's try dig. Dig dashboard. Oh, this we have to type in HTTPS dashboard.getme.com. Okay. I don't know what any of this stuff means, but I think it should it should show that it points to somewhere else. Authority section, query time server. Okay. It should show that it points to, I think there's a more verbose. Okay. Dig domain, G plus is the domain any. Is there a verbose? Nope. Okay, let's use this. I think that's easier. It's called dashboard.getme.com, and I want to look up Cnames. Okay, it's pointing there. And if I just go to getme.com, bunch of errors. So maybe I need to reset this. Okay, let's start over with this. Add domain, okay. Getme.com. Yes, production, okay. I don't want that. Save. And then actions. Maybe we need to, let's remove this one first. Let's see what happens. I guess the easy option is to actually keep everything in one repository. So like the landing page would actually just be another branch so that we can kind of keep this domain stuff all in one app. Okay. Here, we have a different Cname now. Okay. So let's try to do this. And let's just see if this verification is the same. F5A. 9F3 CC7 dot BSGBM. Okay, so this validation is the same, the Cname. So let's add this www Cname. Okay, it's going to be a different CloudFront. Okay, I hope this works. Add this. Okay. You still have to try to get things to point to this address instead of having www. And we'll save that for another time. So while we're waiting for this, I wonder if we can connect multiple environments. Okay. So this is, we can manually upload stuff because last time we chose manual. But I wonder if we go to the dashboard one where we're connected with GitHub, I wonder if I can add another repository. Yeah, it's still stuck at that one repo. General. Source repository. Okay. Oh, they had something about mono repos actually. And that might be what I'm looking for as well. Yes, I think it was in here. Mono. There you go. Keep multiple projects in a single repository called with money. Can you deploy these applications using Amplify whether you build multiple build configurations or branch configurations? With multiple Amplify applications, they're cleared as a list of applications. Okay. Right, so they have a React app and they have an Angular app. This is kind of close to what I'm doing. And okay, so backend phase pre-build commands, build front end, build, okay, cache test artifacts. Within the repository that the application starts in, the key must exist but have no value if the application cannot manage specific build settings. You can use bash shell, okay. Application to subfolder. Users want to be able to cd into a folder to run the build after it applies to all stages of the build, so you don't need to repeat the command in specific phases. Okay. Well, Okay, well, I think we're almost done here. Actually, we might be able to get this to work. So let's go back to, so this landing, not the landing page. The landing page doesn't work. The dashboard page works, right? Yes. We should have nothing because I included nothing. Body div, yes, root, perfect. Okay, so that page works. No, where am I? What is this? The dashboard works, and we need the landing page to work. Okay. Domain management. It's still activating the domain. So there's an update, and we did have this. And we didn't update the A name last time. This might take a little bit of time. Get to getme.com. Let's see if this does anything yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, so getme.com, perfect. Points me here. And if we go to dashboard.getme.com, it points me here. Okay, I think we got it. Perfect. So unfortunately, that means that we also need maybe we can actually keep it all in one app. We don't need a separate app for the. So actually, maybe we should call this not dashboard, but React, because maybe we can have also a auth points to master. Okay. So that means we're going to just have to add this here. It'll point to the same cloud front distribution. Probably. Let's add this for now. And oops. Why is it not valid? There's spaces. Oh, it's a Cname. Okay. Okay. So auth dashboard. Actions. Let's just make sure we write the DNS records. Yes, they're both the same. I've already added that auth and dashboard. So then from here we'll do client-side routing. So then on React Router, then we'll receive what route was requested, and then we'll point them to the right place. Okay, so let's go back here. We were talking about this part. So actually, instead of pointing to these routes, we're going to point to auth.getme.com, and we're going to point to dashboard.getme.com. Okay. Great. Okay. I think this can work. For now, you know what? This landing page, it's using GitHub. I mean, it's using, sorry, an S3. And maybe we'll just keep it like that for now. It's still activating, but I can go there. Oh, nope, nothing. If I go to www, does it work? It does. Okay, so just this part here doesn't work. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's something to do with this. $470, the ending. Yes. Okay. Okay. Getme.com. Yes. Okay. Good. It redirects. Great. 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 So that works. And I think we'll keep this in the S3 bucket for now, because I think it's going to be too difficult. I think we might have to reset this whole thing. Reconnect repository. What does this do? Oopsie, messed something up. Yeah, we'll keep it in S3 for now. So let's just rename this to React. Domain management, we have 2 subdomains. Okay. Okay, build settings, previews, variables, okay, logs, whatever. Okay. I had this login thing. Let's remove this one. And they'll always point to index. Right. So we have dashboard working, I think. Get.me.com. I hope it still works. Okay, looks like it does. I have my favicon there. And let's go to, I wonder why it's the Webflow one. Let's go to auth. Okay, great. I think it works. We should have this blank page. Yes. Okay. This looks familiar. Done. Let's get me React and get me landing. I'm just gonna standardize. I'm gonna make this all lowercase. Keep it cleaner. Okay, cool. So let me just update these 2 pages, and we'll have to add some React routers so we can do some client-side navigation to the code. See, we have this one. Why are we showing another one? Maybe it's because it's the same name and it's from cache. Okay. So I needed some basic React router boilerplate code. Oh yes, we're going to edit this. Let's call it, let's make it lowercase. Get me React. Okay. So it's all in production. I don't have any testing yet because no one's using it. But as soon as we start launching and people start using the website, then we can have a staging branch. Okay, let's get some basics. And let's just put this in here for now. Um, so recruiter. So we don't need any of this yet. Maybe we do. Oh, but the base is not the same. I wonder if there's. How do we navigate with different subdomains? Right? Router subdomain routing. Right. is admin, right? Okay. Oh, I don't have Express. Okay, do normal href. Okay. Let's take a quick break, and I'll be back.
So we're just going to, hold on, I just need to make sure that you guys can hear me properly. Let's see, my headphones are not connected. Let's connect them. Subdomains. Hold on, let me. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Hello, hello. Okay, I think my headphone's working now. We'll have to see. Okay, good. Okay, so let's try to do the routing based off of our subdomains. Okay, and so we had some explanation here. This guy's also trying to do the same thing. Right, so okay, maybe we have to put this history thing here. History equals history. You have to import it. Where's this history coming from? Let's go to the router. Oh, browser reader? Yes. I think so. Here, this one. So where do create browser history? What is this create browser history? I don't understand what that means. And what is this history library? And which provides subroot, okay. Okay, let's go back to router. So let's create, so this is a library I suppose we already have. And then constant history equals create browser history. So we have the history thing. And we're not going to need home. Well, I guess, yeah, home would work. Now, this link to, I want an actual href. These are examples. This coordinate, quick start, okay, static roots? I don't know what that is. Memory root. Okay. Nesting your parameters. Okay. This React router does always take a little bit of getting used to. Sorry, do I have React router? Oh, I don't. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Let's npm install React router and React router DOM. I think those are the two. Yes. Okay. And maybe we should restart this. Let's see what this shows. Okay. Okay, good. So I think it's working now. So maybe I wonder if I can freeze frame here. where's my console? Probably in the browser. Let's bring this down to the bottom. Can I? Oh, I see. Okay. Sure. Let's fix that. It says we should not render into the body directly, so let's just create another div inside here. I think that's fine. Let's move the root to that div. Oopsie, doesn't make sense. Okay, done. How come I'm not getting this? Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. So I wonder if how do I go to a subdomain of this thing? Oh, that's an interesting question. Testing subdomain on localhost. Web application, yes, okay. From this extract. However, yes, okay. It's not problem. You can't ask me. You can't have a tricky computer that owns a specific domain and test things that way. For example, you have Unix basic. You open the file, let's see hosts, and add a line. Lines like this, okay. It's kind of close, okay. Okay, so let's try that first. OSP database. Okay. Maybe I have to do this on Vim. Look if I can do that. For project move on, we'll do 7.0.0.1. Let's try auth.localhost. Huh? No, how do they do it? Oh, I see, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so actually, if I not just type in localhost, but if I type in, say, for example, get me dot test, let's say localhost.com, it should point me right. Can't open file. Right, quit. Read only. Okay. Open file for writing. Okay. No write since last change. Add queue to override. Okay. we didn't edit it. Let's see, private, let's see, okay. So we have this one, read, write, and read. So maybe I have to do sudo open hosts. Maybe I can write it now. Oh, okay. Because it says I should be able to write it as a sudo. So maybe sudo vim. And okay, let's call this get me. And 127.0.0.1 points to get me localhost.com. Okay. Can I write this? Yes. Okay. I think it worked. Let's see what it says. Okay, good. So that's working. So if I then open, if I have this, okay, this is working. If I have get me localhost.com, or maybe because it says .com. Maybe I don't need .com. Sudo etc host. Sudo vim etc host. So you got the .com. I wonder if that affects anything. Let's make sure that I did that correctly. Give me localhost. Okay, good. Localhost 3000. Maybe I need to point to 3000. Get me localhost 3000, like this. Okay. Okay, I'm getting that right. Curl get me localhost 3000. Okay, I'm getting the same thing. Okay, so that works. Great. But how do I get that in the browser, huh? Do I have to type in? Oh, maybe I type in HTTP and it'll work. Get me localhost 3000. Ah, yeah, okay. That works. Great. So I have to put auth in as well. So let's go back to opening this up and let's add in the two subdomains. And maybe let's also add .com just to make it look like a website. So that's 0.0.1 auth.getMeLocalhost.com and 127.0.0.1 dashboard.getMeLocalhost.com. Okay. Let's make sure everything Is saved correctly? Dashboard.get. Okay. And so if I type in .com slash, no, I have to do .com HTTP and then port 2000. Okay, good, that's correct. And if I do auth, HTTP auth, yes, that works. HTTP dashboard, yes, that works. Great, okay. Perfect. So that's done. I've set that up on my local computer. We have the history, and let's see how we navigate to this history. I think we can close this. Domain names, we're done. Kickitmeet.com should work. Come on, buddy. Yes, good, okay. We can close this, we close this, close this. This is done. I believe this is done too. We don't need this right now. Okay, yes, subdomain routing. And so how did he do it here? Is moderator, is admin. Current URL. So I want to get the current URL. So what does it say here? Location. Prompt. Hash. Yeah, how do we get base root? How do we identify if it's is admin? Okay, host window.location.host. Okay, maybe let's start logging all this stuff. See what they all say. What is protocol? Maybe we should do window.location. Let's see what we get. Okay, so dashboard, this is what we want. We don't need protocol. Okay. Hostname, yes. We want the hostname. So something like if window.location.hostname dot split by this dot, and we're going to get 3 items. And if the first item equals dashboard, then I want console.log to say we're in dashboard. Okay, let's see if this works. Yes, we're in dashboard. Great. If we go to auth, then it should not say that. Yes, correct. Good. Let's get rid of all these guys here. We don't need this. It's a bit of a strange way to navigate, huh? Navigating by subdomains instead of roots. But I guess it's the only way I could have separated these two projects. I guess I could also have a mono repo, but it's also complicated. Um, okay. So we don't want any of this stuff here. Let's take this out, okay. And right now we're in auth. How do they do it here? So we've identified what our domain is. And maybe we need to put this into, what's it called? A hook. I think React Router has a location hook. There we go. Yes. So we want to use location actually. Okay. Goes use location, and if location dot, let's see if this still works. Nope. Oh, how do we pull that out? Let location equals use location. Function gap. I like writing it like this. Constant app equals like arrow functions, and I'm just gonna keep this consistent. What's the issue? Let's console log this. Let's see what it looks like. What's happening here? Undefined is not an object. React DOM router use location. Okay. Function use page views. Use location. Yes, I have the parentheses. Let location. Use effect. JSM location of path name. Maybe let's take that out for now. Does it help? No. Why is my use location? Oh, I see. Okay, I think it's probably a strict mode thing. If I took out strict mode, we might not get this. I'm just going to temporarily take this out. No. Very handy. Okay. Undefined is not an object, so it's not the strict mode issue. Let's just Google this. No, not React Native. Why? Why am I getting this React Native stuff? React Router. I see. Must be within a router. Okay. I wonder if I add the React router there, would it help? Yeah, because router is like it's a context provider, I think. So let's add this one here, browser router. Just copy the whole thing, and then we can just take these out when it's clear that not being used. And then we can take out this router. Okay. And so we're still getting the same error. We're now an app that's within this history. Let's take up this link. Let's take this out. Let's take this out. Okay. Undefined is not an object. Why? The same thing that puts the router into the tree. You need to move the browser router out of that component and go to the React DOM.render call, for instance. And I did. So yeah, let's see how they're doing this here. Okay. Maybe let's just do it this way here. Let's see if this works. Let's take this out, and let's take this out, and just make this call. Still, yeah, we do the same thing. We have router wrapping an app. The app uses page views and then returns a switch. Correct. And we have to use page views above it. And this one is using React DOM. Oh, I didn't save it. Maybe that's why. Oh, here we go. Yes. Great. Okay. But anyways, now we can take this out. I wonder if I return something here. Oh, yeah, maybe, let's see. Just make some state. I wonder if we should make some state. So let's say constant subdomain set subdomain equals use state, and we'll set it as null for now. Sorry, let's import this. And let's see, location, we have this. Oh shit, but this location doesn't have the subdomain. So use history then. Use parameters, use root match. Okay. What if you use history? Let history equals use history. Let's see what we get here. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. And let's console log history. Okay, yes, maybe this is what we want. Oh, it's close. Hold on, no, not yet. Nope, not the history. I think we still want window. Okay, get subdomain in React. We saw things one way, and then we added subdomains, and now subdomains are creating a whole new issue. This is with browser APIs. It uses the hash change in HTML history. They don't work on subdomains. You just need to do normal each other. You single push state with an exception. Okay. So I think the issue is that I just want to make sure that I'm always getting the most, like the current subdomain. So let's just pull this. Let's see what happens when we're here. Yes, okay. So this is the option we want, window location. And if we go to dashboard, then this is called, and maybe we should have the div where we had a link. How did they do it? Where's that basic? Let's see. Yes, this one. Where's the code? Console problems, dev tools. Where's the code for this? Is it here? Yeah, here it is. Index here. Example. Here it is. Okay, cool. Let's just copy this again. Let's bring link back in. about dashboard. Yes, okay. And let's go back to our page. And we just want to make sure that this pops up every time we click. Yes, I think it does. Okay. Every time we navigate. Okay. So I think we want to set subdomain to be, it's this location dot split by periods, and it should be the first one for now. Okay. Oops. What was it? Let's take this out for now. Location dot hostname, sorry. Okay. Dashboard. Good. So let's save that. Set subdomain as this, and let's return the subdomain. And if we use this, let's see if we can console log this. Okay, yes. Okay, I think it's coming together. Mystery. So we don't need any of this. We don't need this. So this effect, let me import it like this, will run every time the location changes. And we save the subdomain as a state, and we can pass it back. Okay. To the beginning, when this is loaded, we can see that subdomain is blank. And this app is re-rendered every time some state has updated. And so I think we have two states here, this one and this one. Actually, maybe we don't even need to do this. Maybe we just need to have a blank one, to be honest. But how come this still appears twice? I wonder. Oh, don't know. Okay. Okay, basically we want this, if the subdomain, we want it to go to index. Okay, we don't need these links anymore. Let's take them out. Let's take this div. And so how did this guy do it again? Okay, so is admin. Then we want this root. where they have those paths. Okay. So let's say subdomain equals dashboard. Then we want this. And we want this to be dashboard. Okay. What's this? Okay. And same thing with at what is called auth. We want our auth page. Let's call this the auth page. Login. Okay. Where's about? We don't need this. And we don't need this. Let's take this out. Okay. Cool. We have dashboard. Good. And if we go to auth, we have login. Great. Done. Whew. Now, this doesn't work if we just go to the main page. We're not going to have any routes. But I don't know if this will even be called if we go to the main page, because it will be pointing to another project. So just kind of have to keep note of this. But if we go to auth, that could get me. We go to login. Good. So let's just clean this up a little bit. We'll create separate components for this. We don't need to console log this anymore. We don't need this. And this is sort of all of our routing. So I want to maybe just create a maybe a separate component for this. So I'm just going to bring this over here. It's easier for my head. So I'm going to create a folder called Pages. I'm also going to create another one called Components. So this component should be up there. And in here I'm going to have one called Dashboard. And we're also going to have another one called Login. I see auth.js, okay? And this auth will go in there. I'll have to import React. And this will be an arrow function, and we'll export default auth. Okay. Same thing with dashboard. We'll call this dashboard. Okay. Now this one is not going to have this anymore, and we're going to auto import from those components. Okay, good. So I think this page should still work. Let's just bring this to the left here. Good. And I think we also want another folder called hooks. Hooks are always difficult to use. So it's not use page views. It's called get subdomain. Use subdomain Hooks usually have the word use in front. So maybe we'll just create one that's called use subdomain. And let's put that in there. And usually I just copy all the imports and then delete the ones that not being used. Right, so it's very clear. None of these are used. Even React is not used. So there's no JSX. And so this one we'll have to import this again. Okay, done. So we can take this out. And actually we want to take this out as another. Do you want it as another hook? It's not a hook, it's a component. So let's call it routing.js. And let's just kind of reconfigure this here, constant routing. And yes, let's see. So maybe we need to add dot to this. Dot. I think it's called routing subdomain, and return the switch statement. Okay. And then in here, then we can just import the routing component. So we can take all these out. Pretty good. Okay, so let's see, dashboard. Now the real test is when we upload this to the website and see if it still works. So we have all this. So let's just review all our work here. So we added React Router. We updated the HTML here so that it's a div. We added the routing. We put the router in here. Okay. I think there's no need to do this. Where we have to say as router. Let's just call it browser router. Okay. We have a hook. We check the subdomain. This routing.js is a component, so maybe it should be capital. Huh? It's not a function. Rename. Yes, update them. Okay. Let's see. Reading, use subdomain, and maybe these pages should also be capital. Yes. And dashboard. Okay. Yes. Okay. So app should be yes. It's all automatically updated here. Good. And it seems to still be working. Dashboard and auth. Good. Perfect. Okay. So I hope this all works. On our actual website. Oh, oopsie. Hold on. Where is it? On routing. Okay, it works, yes. Let's close all this stuff here. We don't need this. We don't need this either. We don't need this. Okay, let's go back to our AWS Amplify console. Okay, get me React, and it's building. After this is done, then we can move on to chapter 6. This is done, and let's just wait till it loads. So chapter 6, we're going to start building our basic building blocks in React. So things to accomplish. We're going to build a card component, build a view component, style them according to our sketch design, allow you to drag and drop the card into a view. Okay. So these are the main things we're going to do in the next one, in the next live stream. Okay, it's deployed. Let's go to auth.getMe. We just want to see a login. Yes, perfect. Good. And let's go to dashboard. Yes, perfect. Great. I'm so glad it's done. Great. So let's go back. Chapter 5. Show basic login. Done, 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 and done. Thanks so much for following along. That's it for now. I'm going to get some lunch, and then we'll continue on. Okay.